Welcome everybody back to the podcast this week. Today, I've got a special guest, Chad Bolic is with me. We're going to talk some Alabama football for the first time ever on the podcast. It's going to be awesome. Let's get this going.
Gangsta rap is always on the map.
All right, how's it going, Chad?
It's going great, man.
Good. I'm super stoked to have you on the show. We're actually going to have some intelligent conversation about the best college football team in the history of this country. Give me your thoughts and opinions and a recap of Alabama's 2017 championship season.
Oh, well, it kind of started off a little rough with Jalen, kind of ended rough with Jalen. Tua kind of took over in the championship game, took us where we wanted to go, and it's just a constant kind of battle with other Alabama and Auburn fans of, why don't y'all like Jalen? And, he's 26-2 as a starter, and I don't understand. I'd love to have that guy as our quarterback, so it's just,
Yeah. So basically, 2017 was about our quarterback.
Changing of the guard.
All right, well, today I heard Tua's little brother committed to Alabama.
Yep. Right before A-Day.
Yeah.
Committed, I think, on the steps of the stadium.
Yeah.
He's coming to Alabama.
I saw that clip earlier.
So
that is awesome.
So 2 Tungavolas on the team.
Right. That's going to be awesome. We are in good hands for a while. NFL draft's coming up on Thursday. I'm going to throw this in here. We're going to stick to Alabama, but I do want to throw this in at you. We've got a couple of Bama players that are projected to go in the first round. Mm-hmm. But the one I want to talk about the most is Calvin Ridley.
Yes.
Of all the guys that are going to go in this first round or in this draft period, I've always been a huge Calvin Ridley fan since we were recruiting him. Where do you think he might go in the first round?
I've heard, most of the time I've heard to the Bears.
Yeah.
I would love for the Saints to get him because we're not giving Snead his contract.
Right.
So Snead's gone, so that opens up a spot for somebody.
Yeah.
Who can stretch the field with Breeze.
Right.
I'm thinking, I would hope he goes top 10, top 15.
Right.
I mean, he's good enough receiver to go.
I don't see him getting out of 15. A lot of people think he may go to the Cowboys since they just released Dez. But the Cowboys are at 19, and I just don't see Ridley going to 19.
I don't think he'd go that low.
I think the Bears could very well be the pick. I agree with you on that. All right, we had 2 new coordinators at Alabama this year. We have Loxley and Tosh coming in. I know we already talked a little bit about it, but you feel good about these 2 guys?
Tosh, yeah. Well, I mean, anytime you talk defense, whose defense is going to be.
Right.
But, like we said earlier, and you were talking about Tosh comes in with a little bit of fire. Saban's not as young as it used to be. And you got somebody on the defense who does have high energy. And as far as offense, I mean, I hope nobody can screw up this offense that we'll have this year.
Right.
This is the most loaded Alabama offense that we've had ever, possibly. So I don't think Mike Loxley can screw that up.
I hope not. He's the one I'm unsure about. I'm excited about the Tosh hire. The Loxley hire, I wasn't against it. Obviously, I'm going to pull for him and hope he does well, but that was the one to me that left a question mark because he's the not sure. I don't know. But like you said, we've got so much talent on offense. It's really going to take a colossal screw up to mess that up because we've got so much talent from one side of the field to the other on offense. Not many weaknesses at all. I'm excited about those 2 hires too.
And even with the offense, we could have had Hugh Freeze, but the SEC,
the SEC
squashed it.
Right, yeah.
So he could have been offensive coordinator or something.
That commissioner jumped in and stopped that from happening. Yeah. I wasn't a huge Freeze fan. His production, and I know he cheated, but I think the guy's a good coach, and I think he would have done well at Alabama. I really hate that we're not going to be able to find that out. At least right now. Maybe not right now. Maybe down the road.
Yeah.
After he's out of the limelight for a while.
Well, I mean, even you can say the same thing with Kiffin.
Yeah.
He wasn't exactly head coach. He was there when some of that stuff went down, but at Alabama, he evolved our offense quite a bit.
Right. Just go away for a while, come back, and find your mark. Of course, we don't know how long Saban's going to be around, but I think we all know who's coming to Bama when Saban leaves, right?
Right.
Yeah.
that boy at Clemson.
That boy, right? Yeah. We all know he's coming. Guys, you're excited about this coming season is the guys that are coming back. Is there anybody outside of Tua that you're excited about?
Well, after watching the A-Day game, the freshman Mac Jones, he looks pretty good considering it was against the second string defense.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too over the top with the kid. But,
Right.
You know, he looked like he was stretching the field a little bit. He threw the ball pretty good. So
Yeah.
quarterback wise, if Hurts decides to go
Yeah.
for whatever reason, then
We've got a good backup.
You know, Mac he looks pretty good.
Good deal. Tua runs a lot, so you always worry about just same thing with Hurts because you're always worried about one of those guys getting hurt and the guy behind him come in and keep rolling.
I wish Ronnie Harrison would have stayed one more year.
Me too.
I don't think he was. I think he was 1 year away.
I don't
Maybe
know.
that's me being selfish and wanting him back, but
But I don't. He could go early. I mean, he could go. I don't want to say he's going to go in the first round, but I think definitely he's their second round.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely an early second round day pick. I mean, I don't know that second day early pick, early second round.
he could. I think he could have. You know, if he'd have stayed and had a Minka Fitzpatrick season, he could have been top 15
Yeah,
next year. But you know, if you're going top 40 at that point, who
you got to
cares,
go.
I guess.
You got to go. I mean, you just have to. I mean, because you don't know. You get hurt.
Yeah.
Or the guy behind you. I mean, in Alabama, there's always a guy behind you ready to take your spot.
Yeah,
You got to worry about that.
That's
So,
Jalen Hurts.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what do you think of his dad? I want to ask you a question. What do you think of his
Jalen's dad.
talking? What?
Well, you know, I'm not shocked, even though his dad really hadn't said a whole lot since he's been there. I wasn't shocked.
Talking about he's going to be the biggest free agent in college football.
Yeah, biggest free agent in college football. I didn't like that. I didn't like anything that he said.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on Jalen. I've tried to be cool about it. I respect everything Jalen's done.
Yeah, I don't have any ill will toward the kid.
No, but his dad should have shut up and you know let the kid battle it out, and because he's gonna put up a fight in training camp. He's not gonna just let this. He's not gonna let Tua win.
Well, if you watch them play during that game, during the A-Day game, you may.
Yeah, see, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
I haven't watched the A-Day game yet.
You know, I was the first drive. I was like, okay, that's fine. Second drive, it's hard to watch. I mean, it's really painful watching a senior starter who's not willing to throw the ball. He's taking sacks, and granted, it's two-hand touch football right now, so they're just tagging them.
Right. So that ought to be even more incentive to relax and play well.
And and what's kind of telltale for me as a fan as I watch this game, is he's getting absolutely no calls down the field, which is all I need to know in an A-Day game about his ability or what the coaches think about him.
Right.
So if they're not giving him anything down the field because they don't trust him in an A-Day game,
right.
I mean, what are you going to do when you play?
I agree. We are totally on the same page about the Hurts thing. I think, like I said, I hate his dad said what he said. I wish nothing but the best for Jalen. He's been a class act. I thought he handled the national championship game as best you can handle. He supported Tua. He was there. He didn't do anything that rubbed me the wrong way. I just I appreciate everything he's done, but I think he's wearing another jersey next year.
I don't see how.
I don't see him around. Jalen is. I mean, Tua is a once in a generation player.
Yeah, well, he proved that for a half at least.
Right, and we knew this before, and when we saw it in the national title game when he came out. In the second half, you could see him calling audibles and just running it like a general in the field. After the first drive, he went 3 and out his first time out. But after he came back out there, I feel like they went to the sideline and he talked to somebody. After like I said, every game after that Tennessee game, you watch it, and it was for an Alabama fan, it was tough.
Yeah.
I was shocked that we won that first playoff game. In all honesty, I was.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that we made the playoffs.
Well, I mean, I looked at Hurts stats against our top 5, or probably the 5 biggest games: Florida State, LSU, Auburn, Clemson, and Georgia. And he averaged 103, 104 yards passing a game.
And that's just not good. That's not good.
I mean, no, it's not. I mean, what we have 240 against Clemson?
Right.
And our defense only gave up 160?
Right.
So, I mean, people can say Jalen got us there, but I mean, let's look at the defensive stats on some of these games. Because when your defense is only allowing 6 points to Clemson, how good does your quarterback have to be for you to win? As long as he's not doing anything terribly bad.
Which I'll never understand, because we've had quarterbacks in the past that they don't get the glory.
Right.
It's always been, will you win because of your defense?
Right. I mean,
but all of a sudden, Jalen wins us games.
Yeah.
No,
really.
it's the defense winning us the games.
I'll tell you the one game that stands out to me that he won.
Yeah.
And I know you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know where you're going
What
with
is
this.
it?
Was it the Clemson game last year? Or the year before? Wait, hold on. Or was it the LSU game? Was it LSU?
I'm talking Mississippi State this year.
Okay.
I'm talking Mississippi State this year. And the only reason why I say that is because
that game was brutal.
Yeah, but we were
God.
down by
I remember that
7
game
in the
was
4th,
horrible.
and he let them down for 2 scores.
Yeah.
Because Mississippi State was holding the ball. I think Mississippi State had the ball for like 40-something minutes that game.
Yeah.
And Alabama had the ball for like 20 minutes and scored 31 points. I think, was it 31-24?
Something like that.
Yeah. So
Oh my God,
that's the one
Mississippi
game I will give him credit for.
That game was horrible.
Yes.
I didn't think I was going to make it through that game.
I didn't either.
There's a lot of games this year I just want to forget.
Yeah.
And a lot of it had to do with Jalen.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of times I thought our defense was, on spring break, but I mean,
Yeah.
Jalen, there was just too many times this year. I was just like, again, hey, the guy won a lot of games at Alabama, but he's not going to be our quarterback next
But
year.
I mean, if you want to break it down, let's do this. We can kind of go a little game by game. How many points did Florida State score? 7.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
How many did Ole Miss score?
This is how you do it right there.
3.
Just
How many
go down and
Vanderbilt
look
score?
at. Go down and look at however many.
How many yards of offense did Vanderbilt have?
Right.
86.
Right.
What kind of a quarterback do you have to? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Tennessee had 160 something yards of offense.
Of course, Vanderbilt didn't do him any favors.
No, because they showed us how to play real SEC football, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah. I remember that.
Oh, I'll never forget that. Bring on Bama.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
like-
were going to show us how to play SEC football.
Yeah. What's even better about that game is what Alabama was down at like the 5-yard line, and
Yeah.
Bo Scarborough was begging him to run that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Saban was like, "No, we're just."
I
gonna
remember
do it."
that, yeah,
Because
they
they would
were
have
like, "No,
500
run,
yards. They would have
yeah.
500 yards rushing.
Yeah, rushing.
Rushing.
Yeah, just rushing.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was a great game.
That and the fact that Tua came in,
Yeah.
guy came for a sack. He did a quick spin through a dart in the end zone.
And wasn't it Judy?
Could have. It probably was.
I think it was one of the.
Yeah,
I think it was one of the
Judy
freshmen. Yeah.
It was, and did a little spin move
Yeah.
through a dart
Yeah.
that Hurts would not make in 100 tries.
Right.
He would have overthrown him, let's be honest.
Yep.
So, I mean, but let's get down to the stats of the defense, how many yards
Yeah.
were given up, because when you only got to score 14 points to win a game,
Right. I'll tell you
your
what.
defense doesn't have to, or your quarterback doesn't have to be great.
I'll tell you right now, next year, we're going to score a lot of points.
I hope so.
I think this is going to be something we hadn't seen. Because being a Bama fan for as long as we've been,
Yeah.
we've always been defense. Even when we were kids.
Yeah.
Anytime we win a game, it's usually because our defense did something. Somebody on defense did something to win the game. Because when I was little, Alabama wasn't real good.
No.
But when we did win, our defense was respectable.
Well, I'll go back to 92, beat Louisiana Tech 13-0.
Yeah.
2 field goals and a touchdown against Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech. And you're scoring 13
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Gene Stallings is like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a great
yeah.
game, guys. we didn't
Yeah.
go points, but you only scored 13.
You only scored 13.
That drives me nuts.
Right.
It should be 48-0 at halftime.
We've never been offensive world beaters, ever.
Golly.
Ever. But I think next year, I'm going to predict it right now. I tell you, I'm excited about the Tua-Judy connection.
Oh, you can.
And then there's more. There's
no,
more than
no,
just
no,
Judy.
no.
I just like Judy the best.
I like
mean,
Judy too, but my God, you can't leave out any of the,
I know. Yeah, the list goes on.
It's ridiculous.
I know. All these receivers
the
we
guy
got.
you gonna leave out the guy that caught the touchdown
The winning touchdown. Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be, and they're all sophomores. And how many,
Yeah, I
how many
know.
freshmen played in that game?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The second half, I think they did say the count was like 7.
On that final play.
True freshmen at
On
that.
that final play, quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers,
Yeah.
left tackle.
That's insane.
Playing
left tackle.
Yes, and let that be a lesson to the recruits.
Right.
Hey, when these other coaches tell you just because you're a freshman,
Left
you ain't
tackle.
gonna play.
Right.
Hey, Alabama debunks that real quick.
Right.
So you don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be. You don't. You win your spot on the field. Doesn't matter. Saban doesn't play the whole seniority thing. He doesn't care what grade you're in. He can care less.
No, he's gonna play.
He's going to put in the best player that's going to gives us an opportunity to win.
He don't make $8 million a year to
No.
play the seniors.
Exactly. So many colleges do that. He does not. So I know those other, yeah, you're right. Those other coaches from the other schools, they play that against Bama when it comes to recruiting. But there's no waiting in line because you're a freshman.
Oh no! I mean, I don't see how you could not. You know, all you gotta do is just go look at film. Go back to the championship game.
Yeah.
Like I said, 5 freshmen. That's just on offense.
You're right.
5 freshmen on offense.
Yep.
And you remember what Bear Bryant said about freshmen years ago? You remember that quote? For every freshman you play, you'll lose 1 game during the season.
Yeah.
That was his quote.
That's an old quote.
That ain't the case no more.
No.
Because these freshmen.
These freshmen are coming in.
Juniors.
Yeah, the talent coming up right now is just unbelievable.
Let's say Saban retires in 2023, and Sweeney says, "You know what? I don't want the pressures of that job."
Yeah.
Who do you go after?
I don't know.
Do you think Pruitt would be a?
Look, I'm a huge Pruitt fan. I was super excited when he came back to Bama to be our coordinator. Some men or people are born to be coordinators.
Right.
And then there's men that are born to be head coaches.
Lane Kiffin. Sorry.
Right. That's great. I don't know Pruitt head coach.
Right.
I just know Pruitt the coordinator. But I hate to say this because I like Pruitt.
Well, just say it.
I think that he's coordinator.
Coordinator material. That's fair enough.
But I don't know. I could totally be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm kind of hoping I am proved right rather than wrong because he's the head coach of Tennessee, which I cannot stand. So let's hope that, I wish him the best, just not his team.
Yeah, how do you go from crimson to that gaudy orange?
I just don't, I'll never understand that. Anytime anybody ever leaves from one staff to from our staff to either go to Texas, Tennessee or go to Auburn, I've always questioned that, like, how can you go from, golly. Like I said, I'm one of the few Bama fans that hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I can't stand Tennessee. Tennessee is my most hated college football team of anybody.
Why?
Philip Fulmer.
Okay.
It goes back to the Philip Fulmer days.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Since that time, Auburn has never done anything shady like that to me. Auburn's just an in-state rival,
right? And
I can't stand them. But Tennessee, there's allegations there. There's things that they did on a personal level to put us down. So Auburn's never done that. Auburn just it's all rivalry on the field. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not Tennessee. They made it personal. I want to thank Chad for being here with me today. I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Scott. This is the Map. Have a good week.
Gangsta rap is always on the map.